this is a little late getting to us, but I wanted to bring this up. Stephen Pearcy admits he'd change everything about the band's rise and brutal split. 1,000%.
Okay.
Sort of surprised me. He's been pretty successful.
Yeah, but I think that I believe in hindsight, I think when some of these guys who were pretty successful and probably could have been even more successful than they already were,
Yeah.
had they done things differently, maybe check the egos a little more, maybe more conciliatory toward their bandmates, rather than this is my show, I'm running the show. It's like, well, what would have hurt if I kind of gave in on this thing?
Don't you think that tension is also what made them?
I agree.
Like I think RATT, half of the appeal to RATT was that it was volatile. It was all the same with Dokken.
Yes.
The same. I mean, as great as some of those Dokken songs were, it would have been very neutered Dokken if he didn't hate all those guys.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I, looking back, knowing what I know now, but at the time when some of these videos, and I'm not talking the music videos, but like interview videos and things were available.
Yeah.
It is very, very clear that Bobby Blotzer was constantly up Steven's ass.
Oh, yeah.
All the time
Mm-hmm.
about something, making some kind of snide remark or, always trying to get the best of him all the time.
Sure. Still does that.
And I know, and looking back, I've seen some old video footage of like when they're just trying to reporter out. We're out on the road with RATT, and
Sure.
blah, blah, blah. We're backstage with RATT and like, hey guys, you guys, your Reach for the Sky album just went platinum. Any thoughts on that? And Steven might start pontificating about something.
Sure.
Then Blotzer would always step in there and say, yeah, well, what he's really saying is, yeah, that kind of stuff, just stepping all over it, and it's just like, man, if I had to live that way with a bandmate constantly, what do you want to call busting my balls?
Yeah, you'd want to get rid of them. You'd want to get rid of them.
Just get to the point where you're just like,
yeah.
And the thing is with Robin's, substance abuse issues and, basically tearing the band apart at, in the late stages of the game, due to that. I mean, obviously we all know that drugs and alcohol, substance abuse cause behavioral problems.
Sure.
And it's tough to deal with. And I'm sure that as Steven looking back, thinking, man, if we could have just curbed that a bit or not been so headstrong about this or whatever, who knows what the future might have held.
Well, do you think if they would have, and this is what I thought of when I was reading this, do you think if they would have held that all together, that they would have been as big or bigger than Bon Jovi? Because at one point early, they were about on the same plane.
Well, they toured together, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And Bon Jovi opened. I saw that tour.
Yeah.
That was 85, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around
85,
there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that tour. But that, again, that was before Slippery When Wet.
Sure.
But RATT had the songs.
They did.
That's the one thing when people talk about, that Motley Crue is the clear kings of that era. I don't agree with that at all.
Well, they were kind of running neck and neck at that point because when Out of the Cellar came out and that Round and Round video hit the MTV.
Yeah.
That was huge for them.
Sure.
Huge.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know. And I mean, everybody's different, obviously, but I always thought RATT was a better band than Motley.
Oh, yeah.
Always. I mean, Motley really, That's the weird thing about Motley. I try to remember back to it. Am I wrong? I mean, I know they were big, and I saw them before this point I'm about to bring up, but they didn't truly get mega huge until Dr. Feelgood, right? I
Well,
know
that
they were big
well,
with
they
like
they they
smoking.
were notorious more than
Yeah,
anything else because they were, they were perceived devil worshippers,
right.
you know, and that was the whole thing. It was the perception that they were evil people. They
Mm-hmm.
were an evil band
Yeah,
because of the pentagram and the looks that kill and shout at the devil. Oh, they got the devil in their music,
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I recall.
Yeah, me too. And but it wasn't until Dr. Feelgood when they became
Huge.
acceptable to everybody
Right.
with like Same Old Situation and Kickstart, and obviously the Dr. Feelgood song was very popular, and wasn't Don't Go Away Mad on that one too, I think.
Mhm.
They had like the other albums had hits, but the hits were always kind of like She's Got the Looks to Kill, or I want to go see these whores at the strip club. Girls, girls, girls. You
Right.
know, it was kind of like that dirty underbelly side. And I honestly think RATT was way better at that point. And it wasn't until Dr. Feelgood came out that Motley took that last step into superstardom, which they never came back from. But I still, to this day, if you're going to go catalog for catalog, I will take RATT every day of the week.